Triathlon series is designed to give different age groups and top qualifiers from around the country a chance to basically win their way to San Francisco. Next year, the San Diego Triathlon on March 12th and 13th will be added to the series calendar. For information on the qualifying events for next year's race, visit escapefromalcatraztriathlon.com. It's no wonder this race sells out so fast. It's a one-of-a-kind triathlon, and with an absolutely picture-perfect day such as this one, it's easy to see why. It looks like Bevan Doherty has made up a bit of ground on Hunter Kemper. Kemper leads, Doherty sits in second, both men on the beach now, and headed for perhaps the hardest part of this race, which is where we find my co-host, Mark Fuel.
Todd, there's a number of unique aspects to this race. There's Alcatraz Island, there's the cold water swim, and there's cycling through the hilly streets of San Francisco. But if there's one element that truly defines it, it's this, the Equinox Sand Ladder. Right in the middle of the 8-mile run, this is a gut-wrenching test of endurance. These 400 sand stairs reduce even the fittest to a crawl and can send the heart rate skyrocketing. Historically, the first to the top of the Equinox Sand Ladder goes on to stand in the winner's circle. The question is, can they hang on for the last 4 miles? And with the leaders now on the beach, we're about to find out.
Well, speaking of that, in 2005, Hunter Kemper won this race, and he was the first to the top of the sand ladder that year. So we'll see if he can hang on to the lead in this final hurdle. Meanwhile, in the women's competition, Leanda Cave is now heading through Fort Point, holding on to about a 15-second lead over Jenna Shoemaker, who, along with Doherty, is looking for her first win here in San Francisco.
And a win here means so much. So many of the greats of the sport have won here before. Greg Welsh, Scott Tinley, and Paula Newby-Fraser can really kickstart the next level of an athlete's career.
And Hunter Kemper of the USA is the first to the Equinox Sand Ladder, and we've got the clock on him.
And there's a number of different techniques that you can use here. There we can see taking one step at a time, sometimes two. Some athletes will choose to hold on to the railings and pull themselves up. Hunter's got a good rhythm here, but you can see you can't do the whole thing the same way because they're not even. This is our leader on the women's race, Leanda Cave, striding out. Very tall athlete, and she looks really good.
Leanda Cave making the free fall run down to the beach. Meanwhile, Bevan Doherty of New Zealand, he is set to start the 400 steps of the Equinox Sand Ladder.
And you can see how deep the sand is there at the bottom, so your quads are already going to be grabbing hold. There he is. He is looking very, very fast. Andy Potts now, he is looking tired. The shoulders are slumped, and he is opting. Oh, look at this. Potts is tired.
Andy Potts is about cooked, and he still has, about 385 steps to go. At the top, though, Hunter Kemper, your leader. Is he going to complete it in a record time? He will be under 2 minutes, and that will be an impressive performance officially. Hunter Kemper finishes at 1:58 on the sand ladder. Mark, that was a very strong run.
He looks very good, but I think Doherty looks like he is a little bit smoother on the uphill. Leanda Cave now down onto the hard sand is making her way towards the Equinox Sand Ladder. She has a lead over Jenna Shoemaker. Mary Beth Ellis is hanging in there.
Leanda Cave, the runner-up last year, a 2-time champion here in San Francisco with a very nice pace going. But remember, the Equinox Sand Ladder is still ahead. Hunter Kemper now back on the solid ground as he makes his way back to the finish line. He has the lead, but will it hold up?
Well, Kemper won here in 2005. He is looking solid, as is our female leader. Leanda Cave off the beach and up the sand ladder. She has never in a race previously run the whole thing. Can she do it this time?
Well, Leanda Cave, your women's leader, is on the clock, and we'll see what her strategy is. Right now, though, she goes right to the middle. And she's got a nice pace going here, Mark.
Yeah, she is looking very focused, as is this man, our leader, and he is now on the downhill descent. Psychologically, this is a fantastic place to be leading because it's downhill and then it's flat, and he is leading out the world's best triathletes right now.
Back to the women's competition. There is Leanda Cave at the top of your screen. Now coming into view, though, Jenna Shoemaker, currently sitting in second place. But psychologically, she has got Leanda Cave in her sights.
Yeah, and that's a good position to be in. McKeely Jones still holding down fourth place. How many times has she run the sand ladder?
She is a 7-time champion in this event. Sits in fourth. She told us before she just wanted to finish in the top 5.
Well, it looks like she's definitely going to do that. This is our leader. You can see the strain on Leanda Cave's face, but she is still looking comfortable. Her shoulders are loose. You want to maintain your forward momentum, and your shoulders are very important. But she's looking behind because she knows that Jenna Shoemaker is a fantastic runner, and she is closing in on her.
2:32 for Leanda Cave as she crosses that line, marking her descent now back to the finish. And here's Jenna Shoemaker of the USA. A terrific time for her on the Equinox sand ladder. She goes through at 2:24.
Fantastic. 8 seconds faster. So now the rabbit is out in front. Jenna Shoemaker is chasing down Leanda Cave, who has won here twice before.
And Mark, she was the runner-up last year, looking to get on top of the podium in 2010. Meanwhile, Hunter Kemper leads the men's competition. And with Bevan Doherty breathing down his neck all day, Hunter Kemper is coming down out of the Presidio and heading home. We'll be right back with the finish.
Dave. He nicknamed
Triathlon is brought